All the boys would be differently engaged. Some boys blew their flutes, and others blew bugles made of horns. Some imitated the buzzing of the bumblebees, and others imitated the voice of the cuckoo. As we can all enact this, imitate these sounds. Some blew their flutes. Others imitated the buzzing of the bumblebees. And others imitated the voice of the cuckoo. Some of the boys imitated flying birds by running after the birds' shadows on the ground. Some imitated the beautiful movements and attractive postures of the swans. Some sat down with the ducks. Sitting silently. And others imitated the dancing of the peacocks. Some boys attracted young monkeys in the trees. Oh, no, monkeys. Some made faces as the monkeys were accustomed to do. And others jumped from one branch to another. Some boys went to the waterfalls and crossed over the river, jumping with the frogs. And when they saw their own reflections on the water, they would laugh. They would also condemn the sounds of their own echoes. In this way, all of the cowherd boys used to play with Krishna, who is the source of the Brahman effulgence for Gyanis, desiring to merge into the effulgence, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead for the devotees, who have accepted eternal servitorship and who for ordinary persons is but another ordinary child. That's a very long sentence. Let's read that again. In this way, all the cowherd boys used to play with Krishna, who is the source of the Brahman effulgence for Gyanis, desiring to merge into that effulgence, who is the personality of Godhead for devotees who have accepted eternal servitorship and who, for ordinary persons, is but an ordinary child. The cowherd boys, having accumulated the results of pious activities for many lives, were able to associate in this way with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How can one explain their great fortune? Purport. As recommended by Srila Rupa Goswami, Tasmat Kena Yat Payena Mana Krishne Niveshayat. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1-2-4. Somehow or other, whether one thinks of Krishna as an ordinary human child, as the source of the Brahman effulgence, as the origin of Paramatma, or as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one should concentrate one's full attention upon the lotus feet of Krishna. That is also the instruction of the Bhagavad Gita, 1866. Sarva dharma parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Srimad Bhagavatam is the easiest way of directly approaching Krishna. Ishvara satyo vidyavar vyakte trakritivi sushrushi vishtat kshanat. Bhagavatam 1:1-2. Diverting even a little of one's attention toward Krishna and activities of Krishna consciousness immediately enables one to achieve the highest perfection of life. This is the purpose of Krishna consciousness movement. Lokasya janato vidwan chakre satvat samitam. Bhagavatam 1:7-6. The secret of success is unknown to people in general, And therefore Srila Vyasadeva, being compassionate toward the poor souls in this material world, especially in this age of Kali, has given us the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Yad Vaishnavanam Priyam. Bhagavatam 12, 13, 18. For Vaishnavas who are somewhat advanced, or who are fully aware of the glories and potencies of the Lord, Srimad Bhagavatam is a beloved Vedic literature. After all, we have to change this body, tata dehantara prapti. If we do not care about Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, we do not know what the next body will be. But if one adheres to these two books, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, one is sure to obtain the association of Krishna in the next life. Therefore, distribution of Srimad Bhagavatam all over the world is a great welfare activity for theologians, philosophers, transcendentalists, and yogis, yoginam api sarvesham, as well as for people in general. Janmalabha para pumsam ante narayana smriti. Bhagavatam 2.1.6. If we can somehow or other remember Krishna, Narayan, at the end of life, our life will be successful. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Jnanatinidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manodishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaparantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagadatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Saritam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Shakam Vitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Vansha Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishavanu Sute Devi Pramani Haripriye Vansha Kalpatruyascha Kriva Sindhu Devacha Katirana Bhaveyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I'll just read text 6 again. Yadi duram gata Krishno vani so vikshanayatam aham purvam iti samsprishyare. Sometimes Krishna will go to a somewhat distant place to see the beauty of the forest, and all the other boys would run to accompany him, each one saying, I shall be the first to run and touch Krishna. I shall touch Krishna first. In this way they enjoy life by repeatedly touching Krishna. Wonderful and amazing verses, giving us very deep and profound insight into the spiritual realm, the spiritual world. First, I'd like to, before beginning, just address all of our viewers at home who are on the internet. Devotees have been repeatedly requesting me to please acknowledge them. Yesterday there was about 55 devotees online for the morning class. I don't know how many are online now, but thank you for tuning in. Welcome.